Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Tuesday. As you can see, I decided to stand up for this one, and it's quite early here as the sun is getting ready to rise for us. But yeah, let's jump into the daily read and see what Tuesday has in store for us. Should have got the cards ready. Let's see here. Gotta get a good shuffle in. What do we have for Tuesday, Spirit, for Tuesday? I'm hearing getting ready. Getting ready. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. Soon to be turned in the upright is what I just heard, as well as the King of Cups. Okay. I'm hearing maturity. There's a sense of emotional maturity being highlighted when it comes to the awareness of others. Definitely relating, pertaining to you. I feel like this day also speaks upon how far you've come and what leaves you feeling a glow coming to be and maybe coming back to be. Or being enhanced all the meanwhile if you already felt a bit of a glow within you, or rather, excuse me, outside of you. But I feel like there are little stumbles throughout this day that feel more enjoyable than maybe they once would have. It feels like you're going to feel so ready for a fulfilling new beginning in a direction that's meant for you when the time is meant for you. I'm hearing destined timing. But I also sense that there's somebody that's thinking about you at a distance, if not a couple different people for some. And Spirit's saying when pigs fly, whether this is more so how you're feeling and or how your guides are feeling, or Spirit in general. But they're showing me this detail here, okay? And I just saw Spirit go like this. And so I feel like there's a lot of admiration, a lot of love flowing towards you. And so Spirit is reminding you throughout this day specifically that not everybody that shows you that admiration, that love, especially people from your past, right? They were left behind for a reason, and vice versa. But not everybody is meant to be embraced and welcomed in and even associated with, for that matter, just because they show you that love and appreciation. But I feel like a lot of positive people, a lot of needed love and appreciation will be coming towards you. But let's keep pulling. It will be a benefit from staying in your own lane throughout this day, because I feel like there's certain nerves that are being poked at and whatnot, right? People are going to be affecting you. And I feel like animals are going to be part of this day. Animals, they may be a source of inspiration, okay, comfort, and potentially as well a message or two from Spirit. But I'm getting the message of a flower. Look up the spiritual meaning of a flower. And if you see a specific type of flower throughout this day and it stands out to you, or Spirit specifically tells you, or maybe another reader tells you to look up that meaning, go for it, because that's going to be assisting for you or helpful for you. Another day where they're saying smile, you're on camera, but I feel like there's a focus on your smile, your aura, your way of being, and how you've changed over time. Noises will come into play, and that may as well be a message, a sense of awareness for you. But they're saying take a seat, okay? However that's going to end up playing out for you. Flying out, the Queen of Swords. Now, you're going to need to think about what you need to release throughout this day, whether it's a habit or two. And I feel like somebody maybe released it to an extent, if not fully, in the recent past, and that's going to come into play awareness-wise so that you can move forward and continue to improve your lifestyle, because the way you feel, the way things affect you, that's all going to come into play throughout this day, and more so moving forward, so that you can be living the most healthy lifestyle that you can, okay? But the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, because I sense that you're going through a balancing act that will entail true levels of patience and balance at certain points or in general, but I feel it's going to come to you quite easily. There's a really respectable way about how you, I'm hearing admirable, about how you're quite patient and easygoing throughout this day, at least for the most part. And when that does drift away from you, or you drift away from that way of being or those ways of being, just do what you know works best for you. And I feel like somebody's going to be a little bit twitchy throughout this day, maybe a little bit, I don't want to say anxious, but maybe a little bit restless. But this can be put to use in a very handy way, or several different handy ways, right? What do you still need to get done, right? What feels like it needs to be attended to, right? Just go with the flow and find a way to get release as well. You may need to get that energy release, okay? Make sure to cleanse your energy if you feel you're empathic or no so. They're reminding you of the meaning of the color blue and the color white, okay? Purity. There's a pure way about your nature and the way you do what you do. And some of which may find it a lot easier throughout this day to go with the flow. And as things get brighter out here, right, the street lamp over here in the middle of the park just went out, and I heard a light will go out. A light bulb will will be turned on in your mind, and that will be temporary, but it's up to you to utilize it moving forward, or to put it in your back pocket, what you gain from that, in order to utilize it at a later date. But some of which that more could be symbolizing a situation that is coming to an end, or just did, right? The light went out in that situation. Everything has its time, okay? And I feel like there's also a focus, or maybe a continuing focus on clarity and wanting more of it, right? Wanting your guides, or spirit in general, maybe other people or one person in particular in your life, to provide you with more insight, more clarity on what lies ahead, what doesn't, how things are going to feel, right? But I sense that there's going to be, again, that continuation of this reminder, or a reminder throughout this day in general, that everything happens in due time, especially clarity, all right? Insight, illumination, if you will. There's going to be a focus on how you are, okay, a smart soul, and people underestimate that. People don't give you enough credit for that, even when they think they are, or they do. But I sense that people will find you're going to go far in this lifetime, and there's a destiny that you are coming closer to be one with, all right? Even if you think you've been one with it up until this point, there's part of it that you're not fully grasping, and this day highlights that, and maybe helps you with that. But they're going to push you to drift away. Look at my Daydreamer sweatshirt. I know I wear this way too much, but you get the point. Basically, you're going to drift away due to a spirit or two, or maybe a bunch of which, your team maybe, and this will help you with, I want to say the upcoming days, but maybe further out for some, okay, the near future. But the Six of Cups, now naturally that could also pertain to, you could drift away to a memory or two, and that is only going to happen if it's meant to be helpful. I feel like there's a lot of positive guidance and assistance throughout this day. Any little bit of messing with feels very, very minor, so keep that in mind. I heard we think you'll go far. We think you'll go far, all right? And I feel like people are just naturally thinking about you, but it's going to be a day where you're reminded of times when you followed your North Star, your gut instinct, your intuition even, and this left you with more abundance, more of what was feeling aligned with you at that point. And so that reminder comes through to do so now. Now I'm also getting a focus on your internal compass as well. I mean, those all can be kind of perceived and utilized in a similar sense, but I feel like you are needing to recognize when that compass is guiding you away from this and that and towards this and that, and how that's benefiting you, right? And so that could pop up as far as a memory to assist you with utilizing it more so now, right? Okay, as you change, that strengthens, that changes, okay? Obviously, naturally, as I'm seeing the King of Swords in my mind's eye, you're going to gain more experience, right, is the word I'm getting. Insight as far as to how to guide oneself towards more alignment, more comfort, more stability is now what I'm getting, all right? And I feel like you're going to feel naturally zoned in on what's meant to be most important for you at this point along your path, all right, throughout this day. Yeah, you've come so far is, again, what I'm getting as I'm looking at this imagery with the boy and the father, and your childhood might come into play somehow. I'm hearing, as I'm looking at these disgusting grills back here, we're cooking up something good for you. Okay, we're cooking up something good for you. That might be literal food for some, or something else, but I feel like for the majority of which ones they're reading like myself, it's going to be your spirit guides, or one in particular, communicating that they're cooking up something good for you for the future. Okay, there's a lot of good things to look forward to. The way you're sitting is going to be important as well, as in being drawn to the way he is here. It may teach you something or remind you of something from the past or somebody, but I also feel like this highlights how you've changed, and maybe how you're changing at this time. I'm also getting the police will come into play. I don't see that being a negative thing. I just feel like for some reason that's coming into play throughout this day. But the Seven of Swords, the Star card, the Hermit card, and the Two of Pentacles now in reverse. Okay, where you don't have to juggle things, don't. When you don't have to rebalance things out, don't. Follow your instincts once again, trust them. Your inner guidance, but also make sure you're wholeheartedly trusting your intuition. But I feel like you're improving on how you're looking at your situation, all right? And somebody just passed a milestone or is getting ready to do so, all right? And you need to give yourself so much credit for that, because that's going to improve your life in one, if not multiple ways, or it's just going to be super significant, all right? But I feel like you are maybe the better energy in a situation I'm getting, and I feel like there's a keeping to yourself kind of vibe as you're learning a lot and growing a lot and being reminded of a ton. But I sense that it's a day where your wishes, your dreams, your goals will come into play. And again, I'm getting very much a North Star vibe. But you are going to learn a lot in your solo time, and that will teach you how to balance things out more efficiently moving forward and how to become more of who you're meant to be in this lifetime. I know that feels and sounds like a lot, you know, being drawn to this reading or coming through in this reading. But when it comes to this day, it'll feel on point, accurate, and very, very helpful and very useful moving forward. This is an amazing day to look forward to, my friend, where you are going to be viewed as an amazing individual who's come very far by yourself, by other people, and definitely by your spirit guides. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.